In anime, you get a lot of different stories and subjects where you follow the characters and see where they go. This can go from being stuck in a game, to saving the world, solving mysteries, and even going through high school. However, one subject that rarely gets any focus is parenthood. You can find shows with good bonds between parents and their children, but you really don't find shows where the difficulties of raising a child are really focused on. Hey guys, Just Nerds here, and today I will be reviewing an anime that really looks into the aspects of parenthood and succeeds on so many levels. That anime is Usagi Drop. So Usagi Drop begins with Daikichi, a 30-year-old man who one day goes to his grandfather's funeral. At the funeral, he sees a 6-year-old girl named Rin, who he finds out was the daughter of his grandfather. So with the grandfather gone and the mama unknown, Rin has no one else willing to take care of her. Because of this, Daikichi decides to take responsibility and take her in. So the rest of Usagi Drop follows Daikichi as he learns how to take care of Rin and what it really means to be a parent. That's really all there is to the show, but somehow, it really works. Now there's not much to say about the characters, but that overall, they are really good and very fleshed out. Their relationships are good and develop rather well. The best example is how Daikichi and Rin really learn to come together as a family and work off of one another to learn from the situation they are in. You can really feel how they continue to become closer and rely more on each other as the series goes on. Even Daikichi and Rin's relationship with Koki and his single mom is very well done, as you also see them becoming more and more as a family that deeply cares for each other. The people just feel real in this show. Daikichi and Koki's mom do feel like real parents. However, a great example of how the writer really knew how to make their characters realistic was through Rin and Koki. Even though Rin is more well-mannered and mature for her age, while Koki is loud and hyperactive, they still feel like real kids. Because I definitely know kids that are both like Rin and Koki. Also, another plus is how they feel like real kids, but are not annoying. Usually, television and movies, anime or not, do not know how to do kids well that often, and just come off as annoying. However, in Usagi Drop, this really isn't a problem, and will instead only make you want to see them more, which is very impressive. It was also really interesting to see Daiichi's development in his role as a father to Rin. As a guy who just worked and lived for himself, he develops so much as a character as he continues to learn how to become a parent, which is something most people have to do eventually. The way you see him learn more about family and parenthood as the series goes on was definitely something special that really isn't done in too many shows. The music is also great and enhances the overall tone of the series. For this type of show, the music used was perfect and just brought about a calm and soothing tone. All of it just brings a childlike innocence to Usagi Drop. But the most interesting thing about Usagi Drop is that it was animated by Production IG, who has done very detailed animation in more serious shows like Guilty Crown and Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. They are really well known for their very detailed animation, so it seems really odd for them to do something so simple and lighthearted here. To quickly sum up the animation and art style, it's simple but nice. Even though it isn't what I'm used to from them, I still enjoyed the style they went for that really fits the overall tone. So really, in the end, I would describe everything in Usagi Drop as simple yet heartwarming. Yes, it isn't a complex show with many layers to it, but that isn't what makes a show great. Not every show needs to be like that, and Usagi Drop is a perfect example of this. Even though I wasn't able to say a whole lot on the show, based on how simple it is, everything done in it was amazing, and I would definitely give this show a personal recommendation, as I loved every minute of it, and would also encourage anyone who hasn't heard of it to go watch it now. Production IG did a great job on Usagi Drop, especially how they kept the show focused on the first half of the manga, since myself and many others believe that the second half cannot even compare to the first. It was definitely better to do one amazing anime focused on the first half than the fairly decent one that does both. So if you watch it and end up loving it, I would still tell you to check out the second half of the manga. Just be prepared to know that you may not like the way things turn out. So the best advice I could give would be to proceed with caution. So that was my review of Usagi Drop. Give your thoughts on Usagi Drop down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and we will see you all in our next video. Bye guys.